Simmons is in the backfield with Ward. Cam drifts back, survey, pressured. He's going to throw back against his body. Jeff Simmons! Jeff Simmons! That is a Titans touchdown!
He uncovered.
He's wide open. He got a touchdown. Holy cow!
There it is, Jeffery Simmons making the touchdown catch, catching the ball like a tight end too, with the hands, thumbs in. That's the way to do it. He joins us right now, and also a first-team All-Pro, by the way.
No doubt.
Not at tight end, at defensive tackle
Yeah.
for 2025.
Wait, all right, so first off, was that play designed for you?
So, as I just to tell everybody about
Yeah.
this actual play, we practiced that play. You know, you have the walkthroughs. We always
Yeah.
had a walkthrough before practice.
Right.
We have a walkthrough, and you know, in the red zone days, which is the Thursdays days, we have the walkthrough.
Right.
And Fridays, I think it was. You had them walkthroughs right before practice, and we ran that play maybe 4 times
Right.
before we actually ran in the game.
Right.
And Cam never threw me the ball at practice. Like, he never threw me the ball at practice. I'm like, he ain't gonna throw me this ball in the game either.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they use me as a decoy, because I have scored like that in the flat before.
Right.
And as I go to the flat in practice, I'm messing with him, like, throw me the ball. And he, Cam being Cam, he not gonna throw me the ball at practice. I think he was just messing with me. And so we get in the game, and I'm like, the flats, I thought he was gonna actually throw it to me in the flats. I'm like, give me a jump ball.
Yeah.
Knowing me messing with him. But as I see him scramble, and I'm like, I know Cam. Cam can make that throw.
You uncovered like a natural pass catcher.
I'm like, I know he can make that throw.
Right.
So my reaction was to go back the other way.
You saw everybody kind of going this way,
yeah.
and you said, I'm going to go
Once
that way.
they saw him out of pocket,
right.
they were trying.
That
Everybody
was sweet,
wanted
man.
that play.
That was sweet.
They forgot about the defensive player, I guess.
yeah, they lost
But no,
you.
it was sweet. I was excited to be able to catch that pass.
Yeah,
for sure.
very cool, very cool.
Give me your overall impressions of Cam Ward last year, first overall pick. We both loved him. We think he's got great potential. What did you see?
A fierce competitor. When you talk about someone who's, I used to mess with him, like, and especially our local media, I'm like, I need to stop hyping him so much, because he won't leave me alone in the locker room and things of that nature. But man, when I say a good teammate, a guy who kind of brought, everybody gravitated towards Cam because they saw the talent.
You saw that arm.
You saw the talent.
Right.
You saw the arm talent. But I think when you have a locker room who got voted captain, you know, I think it's just because he's the #1 pick. I mean, everybody may think that on the outside, but Cam used his voice. You know, even during training camp, we practiced in Atlanta. You know, he pissed off because of the way the practice went, and his voice. And when I say, and as me, I'm kind of, not that directly in the front, but when I'm in like middle back, and you see everybody looking dead at him like he's a head coach.
Yeah.
Like he got everyone's attention.
Right.
And that's when I knew like the type of leader he could be and the type of impact he could have on our football team.
Jeffrey, when we interviewed him at the scouting combine last year, he did that to me. He sat there with that intensity, that look, and I'm just like sitting there and I'm listening to every word he says, and I'm ready to go, well, I couldn't run through the wall, I'd bounce off the wall, but still, he has that, and it's like, that's a young age and inexperienced guy to have that kind of command where he can just grab your attention like that.
Yeah. And that like I said, that was made him special. Like I said, everyone knows that it's the #1 overall pick for a reason. But I think the biggest thing about a locker room is getting the respect and the trust from your teammates. And like I said, when we voted him captain, and when we in our captain meeting, we had a captain meeting every Wednesday. And sometimes I looked at him like, Cam, just be quiet. But some of the stuff that he was saying as a rookie, you understood it, you got it, and it's the reason why, like I said, we're gonna be just fine in the future. Like I'm excited, and that's the reason why I keep telling people I'm excited. Yes, I know the season didn't go the way we wanted to go this year, but year 2 of Cam and year 2 with him, with a new head coach, and you got Dayball as an offense coordinator. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited
things are on the up and up. You got a new stadium coming there. You got it all going, right? You're balling down there in Nash Vegas.
Vegas.
But all right, before I ask you about Saleh, I want to talk about the guy you came in the NFL, Mike Vrabel, right? I mean, are you surprised by this? Tell us what was so good about him when he was, coaching you early in your career.
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
When you turn on the tape, when you watch games, they had a lot of primetime games, and I was able to watch some of this game. But when you turn on that tape, you're like, that's the Mike Vrabel way.
Right.
The way how hard them guys play, the discipline. I'm sure they're probably one of the less penalized team in the league because that's what it was in Tennessee. And when you have a team like that, you win football games.
Yeah.
Especially late. When you have the most disciplined team take care of the football and situational football. I haven't been around Solid just yet, and I'm sure he's when it comes down to situation football. But when you talk about situational football-minded coach, like you would never be slipped up.
Right.
And man, the relationship that I have with Vrabel is one of a kind. I can text Vrabel, call Vrabel anytime, and he'll pick up the phone and text back. So I'm excited for him. I wasn't not surprised at all.
Were you shocked? Like, you must have been shocked when he got fired. Then you must have been like, "What? We're firing Mike Vrabel?"
Yeah, I mean,
that's okay. It's a few years now. You can say it.
I was shocked. I didn't expect it.
Right.
I think it was a shock to everybody, and I hated it to happen because, like I said, when I first got in the NFL, Mike Vrabel was the key to me getting back to playing football. Of course, I was going through that rehab process. I'm used to going through the rehab process with the trainers.
Yeah.
When I'm going through my drills, he was out there with the bags. He was out there with the rig arm bullet. I'm doing pass rush moves on him and working on he helped me with my technique earlier in my career. So, like I said, he meant a lot to me, especially my first 5 years.
He just always seems like the guy who wants to run out there and play. When he's on the sideline, just the way he's moving around and talking, because I said last week, it's like he's a guy who's supervising guys unloading furniture off of a truck. Like, he just wants to get out there and get in the middle of all of it.
It's the reason why you see all the videos of him at practice, got the pad on, and he's always a guy, especially to receivers. He gonna talk smack. I got more receiving touchdown than you, and I'm a defensive player. So, of course, he gave me some little smack after I caught the touchdown. Told me I still have a long way to go to catch up with him. So
yeah, you do. You gotta catch some in the Super Bowl. That's what you gotta get.
That is right.
And that is crazy. He's got left.
I don't get on offense as much as he did in the back then. So
one thing that impressed me about the Titans this year, Jeffrey, the fact that even when it was done, you guys never gave up. You fought every week. There was never a sense that these guys are just saying, get us the hell out of here, get the season over, and restart at 0-0. Where did that come from, that fight? No matter how bad it was, you guys still kept going every single week.
I really want to give a shout out to Callahan. When we talk about building a football team, I think it's all about when we're talking about the bond, how connected we are as a football team.
Right.
And we went on a stretch in training camp where we was gone from Tennessee 9 to 10 days. We joint practice with Tampa. We left straight from Tampa, went straight to Atlanta. Was in the hotel with nobody but our teammates.
Yeah, right.
You got to figure out who your teammate really is. You learning so much about your teammate. You learning what drive your teammates. And I really want to say that really helped us along the line, especially when things got really tough. Because everybody could have easily started pulling away. Everybody could have said, we're not going to the playoff. We keep losing all these games. And I would say the guys in the locker room, we never got to that point. No matter what the score was, no matter what our record was going into the game, we had the mindset of we're about to go out here and win the football game. Like I said, of course it was hard. You hear maybe some things to where it's like the doubt from especially young guys because they're still trying to figure out we're in the league 13. They season pretty much about to be over with.
Yeah.
So it's like when you have such a young team, like our rookie class, man, like it was unbelievable to see how much they helped us, like the games that we did win, the plays that they did make throughout the season. So, like I said, it was the locker room. We had, especially coming from myself and the older guys and the captain on the football team, we did a great job of keeping that locker room together.
Staying together. Yeah, the camaraderie was huge. Like you said, those
big.
Bonding moments in training camp, they shape a team. I feel you there. It's all the way. All right, so you're a big bad mofo, D-tackle. Tell me about the quarterback rules, the hitting the quarterback. Go ahead. Yeah, roll your eyes because I go crazy. I mean, I'm an ex-quarterback, and I'm like, hit these damn guys. The hell with this.
It's crazy. I think it sometimes could, especially at defensive lineman, coming from the interior. If I beat a guard fast, which if I get my one-on-ones, I feel like I can win fast.
Yeah.
And now if I'm coming straight down the pipe hole of the quarterback, if I'm coming straight down the middle, and it's like, if I wrap you up, you're telling me I have to roll over as quick as I can to not put my weight on them.
Yeah.
It's sometimes impossible.
Right.
And then even when I'm rushing the pass and I'm trying to match the hand of the quarterback, and I just so happen to come
barely
down,
touch his face or whatever.
and it's like, but then you go and and appeal it, and it was like, oh, it wasn't forceful. But it hurt me in the football game.
It hurt the game. It hurt the team.
Now the fans talking about I'm getting dumb penalties, but it's like some of the stuff is some of it in your control, but just like me trying to match a hand or, the late hits I get, but like
those two things drive you crazy.
It drives me crazy.
That's where it's gone overboard.
It drives me crazy.
You guys go crazy like watching film and sitting there like as a defense?
Everybody be like,
oh my god,
everybody starts sucking their teeth and like, there's no way they call that, this and that, but. And the other one is the sideline.
The sideline.
When the quarterback started to scramble, it's like,
right.
How you guys want us to, like, he's still trying to get extra yards.
Cheat a few yards, right?
So,
the Mahomes, Josh Allen trick.
Definitely.
But now have people getting their ass whooped doing it, so you better watch out.
Jackson Dart found out against the Patriots on that Monday night game.
He really did.
So, they do rule changes every year, and it looks like you're fully on board with the suggestion from Kyle Van Noy. NFL needs to change intentional grounding to a sack. So, and it makes sense. I never thought about that.
You're right.
I had a big one this year, and especially when you're having a good year, and it's like, that could have been a sack.
Right.
And I think we're playing against Jacksonville, and I'm literally rushing like hard, and I'm this close from getting a sack the first game we played them, and it was intentional grounding. I'm like,
that should be a sack, though. You're right.
And we've been saying it forever, like, especially defensive linemen, like, we really want that because that's taken off the stat sheet. The quarterback just got to loss it down, and maybe they, just goes on about it. But us as defensive linemen, we like, that should have been a sack.
Get you all pro, can end up getting you more millions of dollars.
Jeffrey, we got to let you run, but tell us real quick more about Give Them a Reason.
On my foundation, I started Give Them a Reason because I came from a small town. The reason where I get the name from, growing up in a small town, for me it was, how can I give these people a reason, these college coaches, whoever, to come in this small town and give me an opportunity in life. And and of course, like when I coming through high school and you go through things like I did coming out of high school, I wanted my second chance. And when I was just thinking about my foundation, it's like, of course, it's surrounded by the youth. I mean, I'm focused on the youth, but the name came from me getting the opportunity. I gave people a reason to give me a second chance. I talked to my little cousins and these little kids from these small hometowns to give people a reason to come to your hometown, these small towns, and give you an opportunity to get out. So I do a lot with my foundation around the youth. I try to focus on building the self-esteem, creating more opportunity for our youth, and it's been really good. I enjoy working with the young kids and trying to figure out how can we keep better in the community and just being a light in the community.
Awesome stuff.
That,
awesome stuff.
That's
Congratulations on the first team All-Pro. Keep working on your hands. Catch Vrabel in the all-time receiving stats for defensive players. We'll be back more PFT Live right after this. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.